You talking about the real world?
Yeah, where y'all played a little one-on-one.
One-on-one. This was the year we went to the conference finals versus Chicago.
Okay.
So I think that was in 97, 98 when we did the Chicago versus us in the conference finals. Come back to LA, Gail DiAgostino, business manager, says, hey, the MTV, The Real World, this is when The Real World was just starting, when all the roommates lived together and all that. This is when unscripted reality TV was just booming. They want to do an episode where you and Kobe play one-on-one versus the cast of The Real World. I'm like, sure, cool. And I think this is just going to be like a soft, us two versus, I think there was like 8 or 9 of them. Easy work. So I just remember Gail telling me, look, I'm just letting you know, when you get there early, Kobe's going to want to play you one-on-one. Right? I'm like, what do you mean play? We're just coming off playing MJ, right? Yeah. And, he loved MJ. He wanted to know everything about MJ. So when we get there, he needs to know what was being said in that series. What was Michael saying to you? What were you saying to him? Mm-hmm. He X's and O's, he wanted to know everything. Yeah. I was like, okay. And, I kept calling Mike, that black cat, this and that black cat. I can't, because, he and I never have had a great relationship. Yeah. And I kept saying, that mother, and, man. And he's just looking at me, he's taking notes. He's like, Reg, you're going to refer to me one day as the caramel cat. I'm like, look at this dude, the caramel cat.
He was close, Black Mamba, caramel cat.
He's like, come on, man, let's go play some one-on-one. I'm like, I'm 30. I did get on the court and I showed him. He's like, I do want to know one thing, your step back. How do you do this step back going to your left? And you pull back and you create so much separation. So I'm kind of showing him. I did show him a couple MJ moves in the post and all that. And this is what I did against them. And this is how I tried to guard him. Lo and behold, fast forward, 3 years later, who we meet in the NBA Finals?
Caramel cat.
That caramel cat. And the Lakers. It's 2-1. They had won the first 2 at home. We won game 3 in our building. Game 4 is in our building. The great Shaquille O'Neal fouls out. Going into overtime. We got this. Yeah. We had no answer for Shaq. Thank God. We had no answer. And that caramel cat not only used the moves that I showed him on the step back, and how to guard MJ in the post, and this is what I did against him. He used all those moves versus Jack and I in that overtime to win that game and go up 3-1. I'm like, this dude was freaking studying. Yeah. He was studying at 19.
At 19.
Wow.
And he took over the game, got so hot that one possession, I'm like, Reg, let me get him. I got him. I got him. It wasn't like I'm thinking I'm going to shut him down. I'm thinking I'm going to hammer him one time, send a message, not on our watch. The dude made a crossover move on me at the top of the key and elevated so fast, I had no opportunity to hit him. I looked at Reggie like, you got him. You got him. But, it shows his mentality and his greatness that he prepared for the moment by showing the respect to an all-time great, that he had something that I didn't have, and I'm willing to humble myself and take notes and become better so that when the lights come on and I'm in that position, I got all the answers. Think about it. He came to my house as a teenager and in Saddle River, New Jersey. I didn't even know him, knock on my door and sat for an hour and picked my brains as far as just the league and the things you go through. And so think about if he did it to you, he did it to me. Think about the encounters he's had across, and it showed in his greatness. And he put himself in the GOAT discussion because of his mentality and how prepared he was.